So we talk about this concept of soulmates, and so many people misunderstand that. First of all, a soulmate is simply there's several different types of soulmates, first of all, in your life, but the basis of what a soulmate really is that it's a soul that you happen to have a strong connection with, that you have likely been in past lives with together. And so oftentimes people think that their soulmate is someone that they're supposed to be together forever. That's not always the case. Your soulmate could be someone you could have. First of all, you could have several soulmates throughout your lifetime. You could have several soulmates, and some of them will be romantic and some of them won't, because it's just simply a connection. And I know that many of you have felt a time where you connect with someone in your life and it's just like fireworks immediately, and you feel that connection as if you've known each other forever. And that's usually either a soul contract issue or a soulmate circumstance. So if it's a soulmate, a lot of times people think that they're supposed to be with their soulmate forever, and that's supposed to be a happy fairy tale. But just because you are with someone and then you happen to break up, and you were with them for a while or maybe just a short period of time, and you thought that you were soulmates, and then you broke up, so then you think, oh, maybe I was wrong. That's not necessarily true, because when you contract with a soul, or your two souls are supposed to meet, it's a fated meeting in this lifetime. That's supposed to happen, and it's about the experience. It's not about the outcome. So don't think that your relationships are failures just because they didn't work out. Everything happens in divine timing, and you're always exactly where you're supposed to be. If your relationship has not worked out, it's because it wasn't supposed to. But that's not a failure, and it's not something to be sad about. It's actually an end of something and an opening up of something else. So there's death, and then there's rebirth always. So understand that there are no failures in this life. There are only lessons and experiences. And relationships are really about that experience. So when you're in a relationship, you want to be really, really immersed in the now and experiencing that relationship, all the positive aspects of that relationship and the negative aspects of that relationship, because they're both there for a reason. So it's just important that everyone understands that. And a lot of people just get so attached to that outcome, and then when it doesn't work out, they feel like their whole life is falling apart. And it's because of our concept of relationships and soulmates, and thinking that something has to last forever. So the universe is not punishing you. It's not about that at all. It's about experiences, and it's about people, souls emerging. Souls merge and collide. I call it a soul collision. Souls collide in this lifetime for a reason, and it's because you're supposed to be getting something from each other. It's a symbiotic relationship. But once that need is served, then there's no more need to continue in that collision, and that's when people part. And sometimes we stay in that collision way longer than we're supposed to, because we're not listening to our intuition. Because when it's time to leave, we know. Our spirits tell us, our guides tell us. We don't listen, but we know. And then oftentimes people will just stay in that relationship longer, and it just gets dragged out. But it was really supposed to end right when you felt that. And that's another reason why you have to pay attention to your intuition and listen to your intuition. Don't ignore it. When you have that feeling, and sometimes things are hard to do. Breakups are definitely hard, but they're needed sometimes. And so, because you have to shed the old in order to make way for the new. That's the only way that you can do that.